If you think we already know everything about nutrition, science has just shown that we are still very far from understanding it completely. In the last few months, researchers from universities like Harvard, Stanford, Cambridge, and Imperial College London have published studies that are changing what we believed about intermittent fasting, ultra-processed foods, the gut microbiome, protein intake, and even the impact of sugar on the brain. Some of these discoveries challenge long-standing nutrition recommendations, while others suggest that certain foods we eat every day may have more serious effects on our health than we previously thought. In this video, I'm going to explain 10 of the most important recent scientific studies in nutrition, what they discovered, and what these findings could mean for your health. 1. The real impact of ultra-processed foods. One of the largest recent studies on diet was published in the BMJ between 2024 and 2025, analyzing data from more than 200,000 people over a 30-year period. Researchers examined the consumption of ultra-processed foods, which include things like industrial snack foods, sugary drinks, fast food, products containing multiple additives. The results were clear. People who consumed higher amounts of ultra-processed foods had up to a 32% higher risk of cardiovascular disease, along with a significant increase in overall mortality. But the most interesting finding was that not all ultra-processed foods carried the same level of risk. The products most strongly associated with health risks were processed meats, sugary beverages, products containing high-fructose corn syrup. Researchers believe the issue isn't just sugar or fat alone, but the combination of additives, extreme refinement, and low nutritional density. 2. The gut microbiome predicts how you respond to food. A study conducted by King's College London and Harvard researchers analyzed the gut microbiome of thousands of individuals. They discovered something fascinating. Two people can eat exactly the same food and have completely different metabolic responses. This happens because gut bacteria influence digestion, nutrient absorption, blood glucose response, inflammation. For example, some microbiomes metabolize carbohydrates efficiently, while others lead to much higher blood sugar spikes. This discovery is helping develop a new field called personalized nutrition. In the future, diets may be designed specifically for each individual's microbiome. 3. Intermittent fasting and metabolic health. Intermittent fasting has become one of the most popular dietary trends. A recent study published in Nature Medicine analyzed different fasting patterns. Researchers compared regular eating patterns, 12-hour fasting, 16-hour fasting. The results showed that longer fasting periods may improve insulin sensitivity, glucose metabolism, inflammation markers. However, the study also revealed something important. The benefits vary significantly depending on the individual. For example, people with obesity experienced larger benefits. Individuals with normal weight showed more modest changes. This suggests that fasting is not a universal solution, but rather a metabolic tool that may work better for certain populations. 4. Protein intake and healthy aging. Researchers from University College London studied protein intake in older adults. Their findings were significant. Older adults who consumed higher amounts of high-quality protein had better muscle mass, lower risk of frailty, improved physical function. This is especially important because after the age of 50, the body begins to lose muscle mass more rapidly in a process known as sarcopenia. Maintaining adequate protein intake may therefore be one of the most important nutritional strategies for healthy aging. 5. The Mediterranean diet and brain health. A study published in the journal Neurology examined how the Mediterranean diet affects brain health. Researchers followed thousands of adults for several years. They found that individuals who closely followed the Mediterranean diet had slower cognitive decline, lower risk of Alzheimer's disease, better memory performance. The key components of this diet include olive oil, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts. Scientists believe these foods reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain. 6. Sugary drinks and metabolic health. Another study published in JAMA examined the consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages. researchers found that even one sugary drink per day was associated with a higher risk of type 2 diabetes, weight gain, metabolic syndrome. This happens because liquid sugars are absorbed very quickly and cause rapid spikes in blood glucose and insulin. Additionally, liquid calories produce less satiety, making it easier to consume more calories than needed. 7 Nuts and longevity. A long-term cohort analysis found that regular nut consumption is associated with lower mortality rates. The benefits are attributed to their content of healthy fats, fiber, antioxidants, essential minerals. Participants who consumed nuts several times per week showed lower risk of cardiovascular disease. 8. The timing of meals matters. The field of chrononutrition studies how the timing of food intake affects metabolism. Recent research suggests that eating earlier in the day may be associated with better weight control, improved glucose metabolism. This occurs because metabolism is regulated by circadian rhythms, the body's internal biological clock. Eating late at night may disrupt these metabolic processes. 9. Dietary fiber and the gut microbiome. A study published in Cell examined how dietary fiber influences the gut microbiome. Researchers discovered that high-fiber diets promote bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids. These compounds have powerful effects on health, including reducing inflammation, improving metabolic health, strengthening immune function. 10. The future of personalized nutrition. One of the most revolutionary areas of modern nutrition research is personalized nutrition. Recent studies combine data from genetics, gut microbiome, metabolism, blood biomarkers. The idea is that in the future, standard dietary recommendations may be replaced by individualized nutrition plans based on each person's biology. What all these studies show is something fundamental. Nutrition is far more complex than we once believed. There is no single perfect diet that works for everyone. However, scientific evidence consistently highlights several key principles: eating more whole foods, increasing fiber intake, reducing ultra-processed foods, following balanced dietary patterns. As research advances, we will likely see a shift toward more personalized and science-based dietary recommendations. The real question is, when science reveals new evidence, are we ready to change the way we eat?